Hello storytellers. Today I'm going to do my personal history while doing the Save the Cat method, and I'm going to show you how to do it too. I have really been enjoying my book, Save the Cat Writes a Novel, and even though this is technically for novel writing, I'm going to be using it while doing my personal history, and I'm really excited. So I've read this from cover to cover, and it has so many good tips in terms of writing a novel, and I thought it would be fun to incorporate that into my personal history. So what I did was kind of fun. So I even took it a step further, and I used ChatGPT to help me outline this today. Now, a word of warning, ChatGPT and other AI algorithms are a really useful tool when writing. It shouldn't supplement your overall writing practices. I just like it to do the dirty work of researching and putting things together so that I can be the best writer that I can be. So let me tell you how I did that. I put a prompt in ChatGPT, write a personal history outline by using the Save the Cat method. And it did it. So here is my printed copy. You might be wondering why it's called Save the Cat, and that is because in any story that's really interesting to listen to or to read, they have to save the cat. And what that means is there has to be a problem to solve. There has to be a way in which a character has to get out of a predicament. And so that's why it's called Save the Cat. Also in this book, it has different beats or different sections of the book that keep the story moving. And so I was really interested to see how that would work out in terms of a personal history. So that is where ChatGPT came in handy. There are 14 beats in this book that help you outline your novel or your personal history. The first one is opening image. The second one is theme stated. The third one is setup. The fourth one is catalyst. The fifth one is debate. The sixth is break into two. The seventh is B story. 8 is fun and games. 9 is midpoint. 10 is bad guys close in. 11 is all is lost. 12 is break into 3. 13 is the finale. And 14 is the final image. A lot of these terms might not be familiar to you, but that's why I encourage you to read the book. There's also a screenwriter's version of this, which was the original version of Save the Cat, but then he passed away. Then this author, Jessica Brody, used that same concept when writing a novel. So how can we use this in our personal history, you may ask? Well, ChatGPT helped us get started, and I'm going to show you what it said. So the first one is opening image. Start with a snapshot of your family's beginnings, perhaps with the arrival of your ancestors in a new country or a significant event that shaped your family's trajectory. This is a really good one, I think. I think the one that I'm going to choose for this prompt is that I had an ancestor that was in England many years ago, and they had children. The grandmother of this family was literally had her bags packed to go to America when there was word that her daughter had passed away and left these children. She felt like she needed to help raise these children. There were children that stayed with the dad in England, and then there were children that came to America. And that's where my line comes in. And so I feel like that would be a great opening image of start with a snapshot of your family's beginnings, perhaps with the arrival of your ancestors in a new country or a significant event that shaped your family's trajectory. So that one I feel like is a really strong start to that. The second one that ChatGPT says is theme stated. Introduce a central theme or lesson that your family history will explore, such as resilience, perseverance, or the importance of family bonds. I think the theme for this one, and I'll explain in more detail later, is that families were brought across generations to get to know one another. So the third one in the ChatGPT suggestion is setup. Describe the early years of your family, including their origins, cultures, and values. This sets the stage for the challenges and triumphs they will face. So a very key point in this story is that my family is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that is why they essentially left to come to Utah. And that is a key part of that story and why they left to come to America. Number 4 is catalyst. Highlight a pivotal movement or event that disrupts the status quo and propels your family into action. This could be a war, migration, or personal struggle. So the catalyst, I feel like, in that story is what I already mentioned, and that is that the daughter died and the grandma felt like she needed to take care of her daughter's children and then move them to America. So I think the catalyst is this divided family. After their mother dies, one stays in England and one goes all the way to America to start a new life. Number 5 is the debate. Show the internal conflict or hesitation your family members face as they grapple with the changes brought on by the catalyst. They must weigh their options and decide how to proceed. Now, this one might be a little tricky because we really can't be in the mind of our ancestors, but I guess we could probably just imagine what that would be like and maybe make a little anecdote about how that has inspired your story. Number 6, break into 2. Your family takes decisive action to confront the challenges they face. This marks a clear shift from the old way of life to the new path forward. I'm really lucky to have this story written down. I also was told this by my grandmother many years ago. When she actually found out about this story, this was way before the internet, she researched my family from England and found my living relatives that lived in England. They were able to come visit us when I was a teenager. Number 7, B story. Introduce subplots or personal relationships with your family that add depth and complexity to the narrative. This could include love stories, rivalries, or generational conflicts. This one I'm not sure how I'm going to write at the moment, but I think I'm going to have to reread the story in more detail and see if there's any nuance to this story that I can be able to provide for number 7. Number 8, fun and games. Despite the obstacles they face, your family finds moments of joy, camaraderie, and resilience as they navigate their new reality. I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about this one since I don't think the story from the past includes a lot of details, but I know when I did meet my English cousins, it was such a great time. I learned about their culture and they learned about mine. That left a great impact on me, and it also solidified my love for learning about family history because I saw it in action with my grandma. She would call for the city records. She showed the process in which she found these cousins and the phone call, and that was a story in itself on how she was able to locate these living relatives. I feel like I can incorporate that story within this point. Number 9, Midpoint, a significant turning point or revelation that forces your family to reevaluate their goals and priorities. This could be a moment of crisis or unexpected opportunity. And I'm sure it wasn't easy moving to America. And I wonder if there's any type of hints in the story as to how that struggle could be. But we will just have to see as I dig into it. Number 10, bad guys close in. Heighten the stakes as your family encounters new challenges and adversaries that threaten to derail their progress. They must rally together to overcome these obstacles. This one is really good. I love how they incorporated the challenges by rallying together and to overcome the obstacles. So like I said, I want to dig into this story more and see how I can incorporate this point. Number 11, all is lost. Your family faces their darkest moment, where it seems all hope is lost. They must dig deep and find the strength to carry on despite overwhelming odds. Number 12, break into 3. A moment of clarity or realization allows your family to regroup and devise a new plan of action. They determine to overcome their obstacles and achieve their goals. I know about this particular family. While they didn't have a huge success coming to America, they had a modest life that was very fulfilling. So I'd like to share that experience. Number 13, finale. Your family confronts their final challenge head-on, drawing on everything they've learned and overcome throughout their journey. This could be a triumphant victory or a bittersweet resolution. And this one is very obvious to me. I want to be able to join the past and the present by intertwining that past and present story. I want to see where that takes me. Final image. Reflect on how your family's experience has shaped their legacy and influenced future generations. End on a hopeful note that celebrates the enduring spirit of your family. This one I can easily do because, like I mentioned earlier, it has made an impact on my life that I've had that experience, and I would love to share that with other people, especially my own family. So that is it. Those are the 14 points on how to do your personal history by using the Save the Cat method. I'm really interested to see if you use this method and to see if it was useful in writing your own personal history. So please share in the comments below what you hope to write, or follow us on Instagram or Facebook, or share your entire story there. So that book was Save the Cat by Jessica Brody, and I highly recommend this book. It is a 10 out of 10. If you're hoping to write a novel in addition to writing your personal history, go for it. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. I have a writing group that I go to. I also have an accountability partner that we go to a bookstore every week so that we can hold each other accountable for writing. So I'm excited to do that tomorrow. And I may vlog on that experience, so be looking forward to that. This is a friendly reminder to like and subscribe to our channel so you can get the latest notifications on all things family history, writing, and books. So thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you're inspired to write your own personal history by using the Save the Cat method or any other method that may work for you. But whatever you do, I hope you write it one page at a time.